Good morning, my beautiful online family. Today's practice is going to be a really nice, energizing morning flow. And we're going to get right into it. So, coming to the back of your mat, coming into a child's pose. So, you can bring your big toes together, your knees out wide, and walking your hands towards the front of the mat. Forehead can come down to the earth. Taking a moment to land on your mat. Taking some nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. Feeling your inhales travel all the way along your spine and across your low back. Your exhales to sink a little further into the support of the earth. Letting your hips be really heavy. Take one more big inhale here. On your exhale, walking your hands over to the right. Any amount. It could be a couple inches. It could be all the way off the mat. Option to stack that left palm over the right. Keep the left hip drawing back. Sending breath into your left side body. Inhale back to center. Exhale the other side, walking your hands over to the left. Right hand could stack over the left. Sending your breath all the way along that right side body. Inhale back to center. Pausing here for a moment. Option to bend into the elbows, bringing your hands into a prayer position at the back of your neck. And taking a moment here to set an intention, a sankalpa, for your practice or for your day ahead. Take a moment to consider what that might be, what you might truly need. If nothing's coming to mind, it could simply be, I am present with my breath. I am present with my breath. Extending those hands long if they found that prayer. Rooting through your hands, coming up to a tabletop shape. So take a moment here to really stack the joints. Knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. On an inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, lift your tailbone. Exhale to round. Moving through some cat-cows with your own breath here. Inhale will draw you forward. Heart shining forward. Exhale to round for that cat spine. Navel draws into chest. One more time. Inhale forward. Broad across the collarbones. Exhale to round. Tailbone tucks. Chin to chest. Inhale will bring you forward to your neutral tabletop position. Extend that right leg long behind you. Left hand reaches towards the front of the space. Take an inhale here. Exhale to curl in, elbow to knee. Inhale to extend long. Exhale to curl. One more time. Inhale to reach. Exhale to curl. Nice. Inhale to reach long. Exhale to plant that left hand back down to the earth. Bending into the right knee. Take some really big circles here with that right knee. Make them as big as you can. Nice and slow, as if you're moving through molasses. You could change the direction. Nice. And step that right foot to the outside of your right hand. You might need to wiggle the back knee back a little bit, coming into your lizard pose. You can stay up nice and tall here on your hands or coming down onto your forearms. Sending a couple breaths into that right hip. Let your hips be really heavy. Option to stay like this or reach that right hand back and behind, grabbing a hold of the foot. If you have the foot, could you kick your hand into your foot, opening up across your shoulder, across your chest, heart spinning towards the sky. One more big inhale here. Exhale to gently let that go. Both hands back down to the earth. And then straighten through that right leg. Right toes to the sky, hips draw back. You can fold forward any amount here. Inhale, halfway raise. Right toes turn out to the right, finding an external rotation of that hip. Back through center and to the left. Nice. One more time, toes all the way to the right. Back to center, to the left. Planting that right foot back down, bending into the right knee. Coming back to your tabletop shape. Moving through a couple cat-cows just to reset. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, lift your tailbone. Exhale to round. One more time, inhale forward. Exhale for that cat spine. Inhale forward to your neutral tabletop shape. Extend that left leg long behind you. Right hand reaches towards the front of the space. So I want a really active back foot here. It could be flexed, it could be pointed, I don't mind. Take that inhale for length. Exhale to round. Two more. Inhale, we reach. Exhale to round. Nice. Inhale, reaching long. Exhale, that elbow to the knee. Inhale, we reach long one more time, and then plant that right hand back down to the earth. Bend into the left knee. Big circles. Making them nice and juicy. Lubricating that hip joint. Changing the direction. I don't know if you can hear it, but my hip is clicking here in this one. Amazing. And stepping that left foot to the outside of your left hand, you might need to wiggle the right knee back a little bit. You could stay up nice and tall or coming down to your forearms, letting those hips be really heavy. I like to find a little gentle rock of the hips. Any little movements that feel good for you. Option to stay or reach that left hand back and behind, grabbing onto the foot. If you have the foot, could you kick it into the hand? Gently releasing that back down, planting both hands, stepping back to your neutral tabletop shape. Hands are going to come a little bit forward, shifting your shoulders over your wrists. Slowly lower all the way down. Untucking your toes when you arrive. Pressing firmly into all 10 toes. Kneecaps will lift off the earth. Take an inhale to rise up to your baby cobra. Exhale back down. Two more just like this. Inhale to rise up, maybe lifting those hands off the earth. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Exhale back down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale to lower. Planting your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, and either hips to heels or through a plank. Downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here in your downward facing dog. You pedal out your feet. Shift your hips from side to side. Looking for a really long spine. It's okay to have a bend in those knees, tailbone reaching towards the sky. On your next inhale, rise high to your toes and slowly walk to the front of your space. Finding your ragdoll forward fold. Grab opposite elbows and gently sway from side to side. Let your head be really heavy. You could nod it yes, you could shake it no. Gently releasing those arms back down to the earth, rooting into your heels, bend your knees, slowly roll all the way up to stand. Let your head, your shoulders come up last. You could roll those shoulders back at the top. Pausing here in your mountain pose for a moment, feeling so rooted into the earth. The pinky toe, big toe, heel, palms shining forward. Closing down your eyes for a moment, reconnecting to your breath. You could start to find that Ujjayi breath if you haven't already. It's a soft oceanic breath that can help guide you through your practice. Finding no pause at the top of the inhale or the bottom of the exhale. In and out through the nose. On your next inhale, gently blinking your eyes open. Reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale to fold. Inhale for your halfway raise. Hands could come to your shins. Exhale to plant your hands, step back to plank, and then lower through chaturanga, either lowering those knees or through a plank. If you're lowering through the knees all the way down to the earth, inhale for your cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to tuck those toes, downward facing dog. A couple of breaths here. On your next inhale, rise high to your toes, bend your knees and step or hop to the front of the mat into your halfway raise. Exhale to fold. Inhale to reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale to come all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway raise. Exhale, plant those hands, step back to plank, lower through chaturanga. Inhale for your up dog or baby cobra. Exhale to glide your hips back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky. Exhale to draw it through, planting it between your palms. Inhale to rise up for your crescent lunge. Exhale to open up, warrior two. You might need to lengthen your stance here. Take a moment to check it out. Heel to arch alignment, strong in the arms, gazing over that right middle finger. On your next inhale, flip your right palm to the sky. Exhale to reverse. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, straighten into that right leg, keeping the reverse. Inhale back up to a tall spine. Exhale to reach as far forward as you can. Hips draw back. And that right hand anywhere along the right inner leg line. Left hand to the sky. Utthita Trikonasana. Pressing your hips forward as your heart space draws back. Inhale to come back up. Exhale to bend into that right knee, warrior two. Take an inhale here. Exhale for your extended side angle. The right forearm can come to the right thigh, or maybe somewhere along that inner leg line. Really pressing down into that back heel, rotating from the ribs towards the sky. Left hand to your hip. Right hand right in front of that right foot, about a foot in front. Toe heel your left foot in a little bit, and then coming up into your half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Option to lift that left hand to the sky. Maybe the right hand comes into the heart center. Poet's pose. One more inhale here. Exhale to gently land back into your warrior two. Windmilling those arms to frame the front foot. Step back to plank. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale for your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Couple of breaths. Reconnecting to that ujjayi breath. On your next inhale, left leg comes high to the sky. Exhale to draw it through, planting it between your hands. Inhale to rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale to open up, warrior two. Inhale to flip that left palm to the sky. Exhale to reverse. Take an inhale here. Exhale to straighten that left leg. Inhale back up to a tall spine. Exhale to reach as far forward as you can. Hips draw back. Left hand anywhere along that left inner leg line. Right hand to the sky. Drawing your heart space back. Hips forward. Inhale back up. Exhale to bend into the left knee. Coming into your extended side angle, left forearm can come to the left thigh, right arm sweeps up and overhead, bicep along the ear, pinky finger facing down. Finding so much length from that back heel to those fingertips. Right hand to your right hip. Stutter step that the back leg in a little bit, and then reaching for the earth in front of you with that left hand. Ardha Chandrasana. Stacking your hips open here. Active back foot. Option to lift that right hand to the sky. Option to float that left hand into your heart space. One more big inhale here. Exhale to gently release. Warrior two. Windmilling those arms to frame the front foot. Stepping back to your plank pose. Lowering through chaturanga. Inhale for your up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. On your next inhale, right leg comes up to the sky. Exhale, that right knee to your right tricep. Inhale, foot to sky. Exhale, knee to nose, curling in. Inhale, foot to sky. Exhale, that right knee to your left, elbow across the body. Pausing here. And then shooting that right foot off to the left arm to the sky. Fallen triangle. Pressing firmly into both feet here. Option to hover that right foot off the earth. If it's hovering, pulsing for 1, 2, 3. Left hand meets the earth. Right knee into the chest. And then coming into your pigeon pose, that right shin will come behind your hands. You could wiggle the back foot back a little bit, evening out through your hips. Take an inhale for a really long spine. You could press into the earth here. Exhale to lower down any amount. Sending some breaths to that right outer hip. Trying to relax into the support of the earth. Unclenching your jaw. One more full round of breath. An inhale will bring you back up to a tall spine. Tuck your left toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, that left leg comes up to the sky. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Inhale, foot to sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, foot to sky. Exhale, that left knee to the right elbow, pausing here. And then shooting that foot through. Right hand to the sky, fallen triangle. Option to hover that left toes off the earth. If they're hovering, pulsing for 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Planting that right hand back down, left knee into your nose. And then coming into your pigeon pose, that left shin behind your hands. You could wiggle those right toes back a little bit, evening out through the hips. Inhale for that tall spine. Exhale to lower down. See if you could relax a little bit more into this shape for a moment. With the help of your hands, coming up to a tall spine, shifting your weight onto that left hip. Right leg sweeps to the front. Sole of the left foot meets the right inner leg line. Rotating your torso over your bent left knee. Inhale to reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale that right forearm to the inside of the right leg. Left arm sweeps up and overhead, reaching towards those right toes. Maybe one day you grab onto the toes, but that's not really the goal here. Spinning your torso towards the sky, rotating from the ribs. On your next inhale, coming back up to a tall spine. Left hand plants behind you, lifting your hips up, joy pose. Maybe cupping the back of your head with that right hand. Take one more big inhale. Exhale to gently lower down. Inhale, reaching your arms up to the sky, facing over that long right leg. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, halfway raise to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold, drawing your nose towards your knee. Inhale to come back up to a tall spine. Bending into that right knee, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. You could grab the big toes with your peace fingers, gently flapping your knees up and down a couple of times. Slowing down the movement. Taking a nice big inhale for that long spine. Exhale to fold forward. Staying with that straight spine for a moment. Your elbows could help your knees press away. One more inhale here. Exhale, you can round. Chin to chest. Letting it go. Inhale to come back up to a tall spine. And bend, keeping that right knee bent, extend that left leg out. Rotating your torso over that bent right knee. Inhale to reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale that left forearm anywhere along that left inner leg line. Right fingers reach towards your left toes. Maybe using your left forearm to help spin your chest towards the sky a little bit more. Inhale to come back up, planting that right hand behind you. Reaching your hips up to the sky. Joy pose, maybe cupping the back of your head. Feeling really expansive on your inhale. Rooted down on your exhale. Nice, one more big inhale. Exhale to gently release. Inhale, reaching your arms up to the sky. Exhale to fold over that long left leg. Inhale for halfway raise. Exhale to fold. Inhale to come back up. Coming into an easy seat here. Crossing one foot in front of the other. We're going to finish in a seated meditation. I fear if we lie back down, we might fall back asleep. So nice tall spine. You could have your hands facing down in a more grounding gesture, or if you want a little bit of openness, palms to the sky and this gentle receiving. Letting go of your formal breath, coming back to your natural rhythm. Maybe coming back to your intention that you set earlier. Just noticing if your energy has shifted at all. Stacking your hands over your heart space or finding Anjali Mudra. Thank you all for practicing in community here, for finding the time for yourself this morning. I hope you feel a little more energized and ready to seize the day, the week ahead. Namaste.